Hi, my name is Samantha Midrak. Today we're going to be filming a neurological exam. I have my patient Alec here. We're going to be testing alertness, level of consciousness, and cranial nerves. Is it okay if we get started?
Yes.
Okay. Hello, patient. My name's Sam. I'm going to be your nurse today. I just want to let you know that I washed my hands right before I entered your room. What's your name?
Alec.
Okay. Today we're going to be doing a neurological exam. Is that okay? Do you have any questions?
Yep.
Alright, can you tell me your name and your birthday?
Alec Wagner, July 2nd, 1989.
Alright, and I checked his wristband. Can you tell me what time it is?
It is about 8 p.m.
Okay, and where are you right now?
Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
And what kind of building are we in?
A house.
Okay. So this tells me that he is oriented, he's alert, he's not comatose. I'm looking at his overall muscles. They're not droopy. They're firm. So that's like kind of the beginning. And now we're going to kind of do some cranial nerves. And the first one is smell. And usually we don't test smell. But if you have a marker, you can use a marker. And can you just tell me what this smells like?
Like blueberry?
Good. Yep. It's a blueberry marker. And now we're going to test for patency in your nose. So if you can take your finger and include one nostril and sniff. And if you could do it on the other side. So that's a patency test, and that seems to be working good. And that's cranial nerve number 1. And the next thing we're going to do is check vision, and usually use a Snellen chart, but we don't have that. So we can have him read out of a book. Can you just read this line for me?
Disorders of the accessory structures of the eye.
Okay, and can you just read, this is a little bit smaller writing, can you just read the first couple words of that sentence?
After completing this section.
Okay, and this is even smaller over here. Can you read the first couple words?
Vision is a special sensory function.
Perfect. So usually we'll start with larger writing and move to smaller writing. So he has good vision at that distance, which is about 12 inches from his face. And then we can test peripheral vision. So I'm going to have you take your right hand, cover your right eye. And I'm going to take my left hand, cover my left eye. And can you tell me when you see my fingers wiggling?
Yeah, see it?
And,
yep, see it.
And switch. And
got it.
Okay, and tell me when you
See
see it. Okay, good. So that tests for peripheral vision. It's also known as the confrontation test, and that means that your optic 2 nerve is good. So that's good. Another thing that we could do if we had one to check the optic nerve is to take an ophthalmoscope and look into your eyes and check the red reflex, and we would check both eyes, but we don't have an ophthalmoscope here, so but we would do that if we had one. And then for cranial nerves 3, 4, and 6, which are all together, we test the pupillary reflex. We want to check that it's intact and that your pupils are equal, round, and reactive to light, directly and indirectly. So we could use a pen light, which I don't have my phone in here. Do you have your phone? Can you give me a flashlight, please? Thank you. Alright, so I would like you to look straight ahead, please. And I'm just going to put my hand here. We're just going to look at your eyes. We're going to go around to the other side. I'm coming out the side. Look right at your eye. So he has brisk constriction when the light is shown in his eyes, both directly and indirectly. We also check for extraocular movements of the eye. So if you could just look straight ahead at me, and I'm going to have you follow my finger with just your eyes. Good, good, good. Now we're going to switch to the other side. Good, good. So what I was looking for was any fasciculations or vibrations of the eye. Sometimes extreme lateral vibrations or a little nystagmus can be normal. If there was any issues with his eye, or I saw like an eye that was unsteady, I might proceed with a cover test. So then we're going to check strength. Cranial nerve number 5, we're going to check strength. So I'm going to put 2 fingers under both of his eyes, and I'm just going to have you like pull a little pressure, tug on that. Good. And then I'm going to put my hand under your chin. If you can bring your chin down. Okay, good. And then the other part of this test for this cranial nerve is to check the sensory function. So we're going to ask him to feel sharp touch and soft touch, which I have here. So we're first going to have you close your eyes, and I'm going to show you what these feel like on your hand, okay? So this is soft, okay? And this is sharp.
Okay.
And this is dull.
All right.
Okay, can you tell the difference between these?
Yeah.
Okay, so now I'm going to do soft. So tell me when you feel it.
Feel?
Okay.
Yeah. I feel.
I can't do under your chin because your beard is there. And now, so, okay, sorry. I lost my place in my notes. So we were checking the trigeminal nerve and the cranial nerve, which was number 5. We could do a corneal reflex test. Is when you touch the cornea with a piece of cotton, but that's not important for this test at this time. So number 7 is the facial nerve. It's the component where we look at motor function and have you do different things with your facial expression. So if you could raise your eyebrows for me and give me a smile and give me a frown and puff your cheeks out and show me your teeth, which you did when you were smiling. So it looks like he has good motor function of the facial nerve. And for sensory, we would check his sense of taste, but we're not going to do that today. That's not usually done. And then cranial nerve number 8 is the hearing or acoustic nerve, which checks his overall hearing. So we can do the whisper test, which I'm going to have you cover this here. And I'm going to whisper a word, and I just need you to say back to me, baseball.
Baseball.
Okay, and now switch.
Ice cream.
Okay, good. So the test is positive, so that's good gross overall hearing. If it wasn't, we would refer him for more testing of his hearing. Cranial nerves 9 and 10 are the glossopharyngeal and vagus nerve, so we're going to look for a good movement in the throat when he opens up and says ah. So if I had a tongue blade, I would get that. Can I have your flashlight again? I'm sorry. Alright, I'm going to have you stick out your tongue and say ah. Good. So when he does that, I see good vibration of the uvula and it's hanging down. If I wanted to, I could touch his tongue with a blade to check his gag reflex, but I'm not going to do that today. This is a good test to do before a patient progresses in a diet or post-operatively. The sensory nerve part of it is taste again, which we're not doing. I don't need the same one now, thank you. The next, the spinal accessory nerve, is testing the strength in your face against my hands. So I'm going to put my hand against your cheek. If you could just turn your cheek. Good. Other side. Good. And then I'm going to have you shrug your shoulders. Good. So he has good reflexes with that. Cranial nerve 12 is the hypoglossal nerve, which is the tongue. So I'm going to have him stick out his tongue. And if you could raise it up and down and then side to side. Good. So you're just looking for the steadiness of his tongue, which is good. The next part of the test is to make sure that you can walk and that you have good balance. So for this video, I'm just going to have him kind of stand up and like put his heels together. And we would do tandem walking, so we would do toe to heel. You're not going to be able to see that here, but he's doing it good. He has steadiness. He would turn around and come back. And then while we were standing, we would test for balance. We do a Romberg test. We'll have him close his eyes and put his hands out and turn your palms up. And I'm looking to see if he's steady, which he is. I'm going to try to touch him a little bit. He stays steady, so that's good. If he's older, I'd have him have his feet farther apart. So he's got great equilibrium, so there's no problem with his cerebellum. So the next test, while you're standing up, we'll just do this too. We're going to test fine motor and gross motor skills. I guess we could sit down for this. You'll just have to put your hands up. So we're going to have you take your fingers, and we're going to have you take your thumb and your pointer finger, and then switch between your middle finger and your thumb real quick. So that's showing that he goes as fast as you can. Yep, that's showing he has good fine motor skills. Then I'm going to have you take your hands and put them on your thighs and turn them up and down as fast as you can. And he's doing good with that. You can't see it because we don't have a good camera, but so that's just doing rapid alternating movements. And then we can put your hands out to your sides and close your eyes and touch your nose with your pointer finger, both sides. Good. And then we will have you close your eyes. Or no, you can keep your eyes open. And then touch my finger. Touch your nose. I'm going to move. I'm going to move. Keep touch. Good, good. You're really good at this. Okay, switch. Other side. Okay, check in for clumsiness, which he doesn't have. And then the same thing for clumsiness we would do with his feet. And you won't be able to see it, but we're going to have him take his heel and start at his knee and move it up and down his shin to his foot, which is good. There's no clumsiness there. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to check for sharp or dull on his cheeks, arms, or legs. Arms and legs. So you can just close your eyes and you can tell me where I'm touching and if it's sharp or dull, okay?
Dull on the left cheek.
Okay, how about now?
Sharp on the forehead.
Sorry. How about now?
Dull on the right cheek.
Okay, how about now?
Dull on the left arm.
Okay.
Sharp on the right arm.
Okay.
Dull on the left leg.
Okay.
Dull on the right leg.
Okay, good. So you got all of those right. And now I'm going to have you keep your eyes closed, and I would like you to tell me if I move your big toe up or down. We're going to do your left leg first. Ready?
Yep. Up.
Okay. And on your right leg?
Down.
Okay, good. So you got those right. And then I would check his vibratory sense, but we don't have the vibrator tool. So I would tell him that I was going to touch some places. I'd have him keep his eyes closed, and I would ask him where he felt the vibration. But I don't have that tool, so we're not going to do that. And then I also don't have a tool to check his tendons, but if I did, I would check for deep tendon reflexes. I'd do a knee jerk. A normal is a 2+. Under the knee indentation. We'd also check his brachial, his radial, his biceps, his triceps, his Achilles, and we would do both sides on each of those. And the last thing that we'll do is a Fallon's test, which is take your palms together and put your elbows out. Does that have any pain when you do that?
No.
And he doesn't have any weakness, so his nerve endings are intact. And that concludes our neuro exam today. Thank you, Alec. I appreciate your help.